At 6:15 now on this Thursday, if you take a trip to Bannack and you take a trip back in time. However, if you go this weekend, that trip in time will take on a little more reality. That's This Week in Fish and Wildlife.
This Week in Fish and Wildlife, sponsored by your local Montana Toyota dealers.
Thursday morning time once again for This Week in Fish and Wildlife. We're on the road. We're at Bannack. Joining us this morning, Mark and Sharon Brown. I feel like I'm a little underdressed for our interview here this morning, Mark. Let's talk about your attire and how that all fits in with this event coming up on Saturday, or starting on this Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Well, Montana History Live Incorporated is a educational group. We were brought in 6 years ago. This will be our 7th Living History Interpretation program. It'll be 4 days. The Thursday and Friday we have schools bringing field trips in. It's basically, we go back to 1862. And we'll be in a tent city where the finding of the gold was, our first year was the 150th anniversary of when John White came from Colorado and found gold in Grasshopper Creek behind us. And we'll have about 40 interpreters here that'll be doing first-person interpretation, and it's a day in the life of Bannack. So the visitors that come can expect to be able to travel back in time. It is possible.
Let's make no mistake about this. This isn't just something that you're in costume. When you say interpretate, that you've put some time into putting together your character, who you're going to be. And when we come here, it's going to be as close as you could be unless you actually did go back in time.
It's heavily researched, and our docents come from 7 different states. They come here. Most of them are experienced, either retired from or currently working with the National Park Service. And there's a lot of fidelity when it comes to trying to be accurate. And just come and expect to be able to go back in time. That's our goal.
Perfect. I'm going to turn to Sharon for a minute. That really makes this work, doesn't it? If folks come in here, once you leave the car, leave that mindset, leave the 21st century, and get yourself into character, makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun for you folks too, doesn't it?
You bet. It's a lot of fun talking with the kids, and they're answering the questions, and they'll get to see all kinds of different trades being performed. I'm the dressmaker, so they can come in and order some clothing from me, and yep.
Why do you do this, Sharon? I mean, there's so many other things you could be doing over that long period of time instead of coming out here. You've spent so much time already working to research how this is going to be, making it authentic as possible. Why do you do it?
Because we love history. We've been doing this for 40 years now, and my husband traveled a lot with the Coast Guard, so we were able to experience a lot of different history from a lot of different parts of the country. But you put it together and you see the kids, and it's not like they're reading something out of a book anymore. They're actually experiencing it, and you see it click.
Perfect. Again, Mark, just give us the nuts and bolts of when this is going to be so folks can make some plans to come over here to Bannack.
Sure. From 9 to 5 each day except Sunday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Sunday, it'll be from 10 until 2. Sunday would be, this is a day in the life. So it's not like we rinse and repeat. You know, when you come, you'll see, just like if you got off the stage, you would see something. If you come another day, you'll see something else, and we'll be busy doing something else.
That's fantastic. Again, Mark and Sharon Brown joining us this morning in This Week in Fish and Wildlife. We're in Bannack, a chance for you to travel back in time this weekend.
This Week in Fish and Wildlife was brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places.